What's going on, guys? MariK here, back with another episode of our Pokemon Liquid Crystal Hardcore Nuzlocke. It has been a hot minute, maybe not a hot one, maybe about room temperature, lukewarm, just barely microwave for like 30 seconds. But we did get our team grinded up, or rather our newer members grinded up to match the rest of our team. So we're going to do a quick team recap. So up first, we've got Darf, our starter, the brave-natured Feraligatr, holding the Mystic Water to power up his Surf and Water Gun. He's got Ice Punch and Bite as well. Then we've got Screech, our quiet-natured Crobat, holding the Sharp Beak. And this thing, let me tell you, I never used the Crobat. I was never a big fan of Zubat and Golbat, just because Zubat really sucked early on and you had to get good moves. But we used him, or we used her rather. And holy shit, Crobat is a beast. And she's got Wing Attack, Bite, Leech Life, and Confuse Ray. And we'll get rid of that Leech Life for Poison Fang once she gets to, I can't remember what it's, 40-something? I want to say 43 or 45. Not sure. Then we've got my personal favorite, Spectre, the sassy-natured Gengar. No item yet for Gengar. We have the Poison Barb, but he just doesn't know any Poison-type moves yet. He's got Nightshade, Dream Eater, Confuse Ray, and Hypnosis. God damn, I feel like Hypnosis hits so much less in this game than any other game I've played. Really need to... I debated getting the Shadow Ball TM to teach to him. He's going to learn it soon by level up anyways, but really I don't know if it's worth waiting. And then we've got Checkmate, level 32, our relaxed-natured Nidoqueen, holding the Quick Claw because I don't really have anything else for her. And she's got Body Slam, Fire Punch, Bite, and Double Kick. She is rockin' power. Now, the two newest members of the squad, I kind of debated on because I wasn't really sure who I wanted to add because we had some pretty decent options, but I just had to go with Chico, the modest-natured Chikorita. Normally, we would not be able to do this in a Gen 2 playthrough, but I was going to get that Moonstone in Tojo Falls and get our encounter there. And there just happened to be an old dude that was like, hey, you want this Chikorita? I got it, like, forever ago, and apparently I never touched it because it was level 5, so... but he's got the Miracle Seed to power up that Razor Leaf, and he's also got Body Slam, Synthesis, and Reflect. And we're going to go ahead and evolve him in just a moment. We named him Chico because... while I am old enough that I played Gold and Silver, I mean, I played, Red and Blue when they came out in America, but I also played Gold and Silver the day they came out, and one of the few things I remember, besides Chikorita being my first pick, because I love Bulbasaur, is naming him Chico. Do I feel like it fits a Meganium? Not really, but it's a nice little callback for myself personally. Now, the last member of our team was supposed to be Umbreon, since we have 3 Pokemon that are weak to Psychic, being Checkmate, Spectre, and Screech, all of which are Poison types. I wanted to have Umbreon as a good Dark type, but I just cannot get my Eevee to evolve into an Umbreon. The day-night thing just doesn't seem to work, and I saw somebody had even told me, go ahead and evolve it, level it up in Dark Cave, and it'll evolve into an Umbreon, and it still did not. So, our only other option at the time would be evolving it into a Flareon, which gives us, some fire options, somewhat gives us some coverage, but again, doesn't really help with our typing issues. So, instead, we went ahead and scooped up Dinkelberg, the jolly-natured Magnemite, holding the magnet to power up that Thundershock and the Spark, and then he's got Thunder Wave and Sonic Boom. Went with this because Steel still resists Psychic in this gen, so it's a decent counter, and even though his defenses aren't that great as of right now, we're about to level him up as well and get ourselves a nice Magneton. So let's go ahead and get these level ups out of the way. Now, I considered using our Kadabra on our team as our Psychic counter, because, I mean, Psychic does resist Psychic, but Kadabra is also super frail, and I don't necessarily... It's not a Pokemon you want to send in to take a hit for something, whereas Magneton, on the other hand, can do so, and on top of that, he can also turn around and, you know, Thunder Wave whatever we're fighting against, and that gives us so many more options to defend ourselves. Are we serious? We got, like, the one super, like, low-level trash tentacle. Alright, here we go with this. Like, I just wanted to have the evolution on screen. Come on, Chico. Chico. Alright, so I'm not gonna risk the poison, and I don't know if it has acid at this level, but it's not worth it. Let's go ahead and get Dingleberg out here. Chico will evolve either way, and Dingleberg might be enough experience that it'll evolve. I doubt it, but be cool if we get them both in one battle. We'll see though. We've also gone and we battled the rest of the trainers between Ecruteak and Olivine, and yeah, there we go. I finally don't have to hit the B button. And I went and battled a couple trainers between Ecruteak and Mahogany. Now, I don't know if I don't remember them blocking you off from the route leading to Lake of Rage before getting 6 badges, but it does in this game. But I never really, I try to play in a specific route. So for me, that was never a thing. I never tried to go to Mahogany before doing all the stuff with Olivine City and the Lighthouse and going and battling Chuck and Jasmine. But this time I was going to just to try and get us some different encounters and get that red Gyarados, of course. But alright, are we serious? But this time, that's what we tried to do, and there's literally a dude just standing in the freaking doorway. He's like, nah, you can't pass right now. He's like, maybe you should go to Olivine and battle a gym leader. And I'm like, alright, well, I guess if you insist. Can we? Seriously? This is so not how I wanted this to go. But it doesn't surprise me that, you know, that's kind of just kind of how it happens. Now, I don't believe Magnemite or Magneton are gonna get another good electric type move besides Zap Cannon, which is what that lock-on is for. Probably won't use Zap Cannon anyways. It doesn't get Thunderbolt or Shockwave or anything like that, but if we get the TMs for it. We do have the TM for Thunder, but I don't know if I want to teach it to Dingleberg, if it's something I'll want to teach to Spectre later on. I just don't know yet. But, alright. And then we're just going to go ahead and use this rare candy. And we're going to make Bayleaf a Meganium. Go ahead and get that out of the way instead of having to, you know, grind up another level on garbage tentacles. Let's just advance the story. I haven't got to do that. I've gotten lost in several new locations that they added with this game. And, I just want to do the normal shit for once. Now, Meganium also is not going to get another good move. Doesn't learn Giga Drain or Mega Drain or anything like that from level up. it gets Solar Beam, and it gets that so late that it really doesn't even matter. So, moveset's pretty much stuck with what it is, but we kind of have it as like a good setup. Set up a Reflect, and then, you know, do whatever we gotta do. So now our team is looking pretty solid. Everybody is as evolved as they can be. And we've got options, so let's go ahead and get this done. And of course, going over here to Olivine, we got this asshole. I don't know if we have to talk to him. Oh, it's you. What are you doing here? Catching Pokemon? Well, whatever you're doing could you help me out. I decided to go back home to Oka. I've been chasing the members of Team Saturn in hopes of finally finding their leader. I have no luck, so I'm giving up. I can't get back home because this lighthouse Pokemon is sick. Oh, okay, cool. So he's just like, hey, I want to go back home. Do the stuff you were already going to do anyways. Yeah, nobody wants to battle you on the first floor, right? Or does this guy looks like he does, no? Why is a lighthouse the hangout place? Like, I could see it being a romantic hangout, but, why is that where you choose to train your Pokemon? I think this guy has... Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I think he usually has, I thought he was the one that usually had, like, a Growlithe. So far, like, the game being... Oh, that's fine. A hardcore, like, with the battle style set to set, really isn't a big deal. Not healing in battle was a little bit of a hassle, but nothing really that big a deal. And level caps are whatever. I think the next... Our current level cap's like 38, so... Which is ridiculous, because if Chuck's ace is 38, I think his ace is normally level 30 in the actual games. So... That's a huge jump. And does he still have just Primeape and Poliwrath? Or will he have, like, a whole team of badasses? Speaking of Poliwrath... I mean, I'm glad we've got Razor Leaf instead of Vine Whip, because the crit came in handy a lot during grinding. Holy shit, we hit a lot of crits. But at the same time, it's like... I still really wish we'd get something like Giga Drain. Maybe we'll get the TM for it, hopefully soon. Alright, we back. A Pidgey. Why? See, and this is the other thing, too. Like, Dingleberg covers not only our psychic weakness, but just most of our weaknesses in general. Steel is just still, I mean, it is the best defensive typing by far. So, in a way, this is probably better than us having the Umbreon. I just really wanted the Umbreon. The upside, though, is that using Magneton pretty much made taking Electabuzz off the team really didn't change a whole lot. I mean, we don't have, you know, the power of Electabuzz and Thunder Punch, but we've still got an electric type, we've still got the coverage, we've just got, you know, a much bulkier defensive Mon than Electabuzz was. This was the guy with the Growlithe. I still get triggered seeing this thing. I really have been enjoying playing with Darf, though. I mean, you know, ever since every gen after Gen 2 did Feraligatr right. I mean, Totodile was great from the get-go, but Gold, Silver, and Crystal, I just was not a fan of Croconaw and Feraligatr's sprites. And I mean, I do still have some issues with Feraligatr's design a little bit. I mean, Croconaw just was like Totodile, just ballooned up from an allergic reaction. Feraligatr's great, but at the same time, it's like there's just so much to his. How do I word it? Like his bottom legs and the bottom half of his body is like twice as wide as the rest of his torso, and his arms are fairly scrawny compared to his legs. It just seems disproportionate to what I would do with his design, you know. Well, that was easy. Yo, dude, need some stones. What is this guy selling? Sunstone. I don't believe I have anything that I need to evolve using a sunstone. Unless a Sunstone evolves Eevee into Espeon and a Moonstone evolves Eevee into Umbreon, then I don't fucking know. So, I wanted to level up Meganium and Magneton up to 32 because that's literally where the rest of our team was. But the Pokemon in this tower are like 24, 25, the trainers. And then Chuck's Ace is supposed to be 38. Like, that's a huge fucking gap. Swagger, I mean, not a terrible move, but holy shit can that backfire. And I don't play that game. I actually almost, like, I don't know. I feel like I regret doing the encounter episodes just because if it were a randomizer, and I'm sure I've said this before, if it was a randomizer, all those encounters would have been random. There could have been some kind of excitement. But so many of the water encounters would, I mean, obviously they're just water Pokemon, so it's not that big a deal, especially because we already have Feraligatr. But on top of that, most of them were nothing but tentacle. I couldn't even get the other mons to spawn. So I didn't even get my encounters for those areas yet. So I can't imagine it's too terribly fun to watch. Alright, let's go ahead and get Spectre in here. I guess I could have gone into Crobat. Oh. Did he predict the read? Whoa. This guy's a pro player over here. Trying to seismic toss. Okay, we went into the Poly World. We can go back into Chico. I really like Poly World. I mean, I like the whole Poliwag line, including Politoed. And of course, Politoed got immensely better when he got Drizzle. I wish Poliwrath was a little bit better. Because I really like Poliwrath as well, but just not great. Not a great design. I'm just gonna body slam this thing. And it's a crit. I used the non-high crit ratio move. Got a crit. See, Meganium puts in the work. All you Chikorita haters out there can eat it. Okay, now remember, yep, there's an item. Hyper Potion. I will say though, the thing that really irritates me about this hack is so many of the Pokemon are replaced with the incorrect sprites, like a Butterfree being a Pidgeot. This is supposed to be an Ampharos, and this is clearly a Kangaskhan. Pokemon's always kept the sea lit at night, but it suddenly got sick. It's gasping for air. I understand there's a wonderful pharmacy in Cyanwood, but that's across the sea, and I can't leave Amphi unattended. May I ask you to some medicine for me, please? And so now, there's nothing for us to do but go there, get the medicine, and battle Chuck. I've already got the Shuckle encounter there, but, you know, it's just a Shuckle, so... encounter. It's a Giftmon, sort of. Alright. Let's go ahead and wrap this episode up here. Not a lot happened. We, you know, showed off our new Mons, got some evolutions, a lot of extra layout editing for myself, but that's alright. I enjoy the editing, believe it or not. And then we took out the trainers in the lighthouse. So, in the next episode... God, what do we do? It's just battle Chuck and then battle Jasmine? Are we just going to do back-to-back gym battles? I literally have to go... Damn it. I have to go from this to grinding my team up to 38 just to go battle Chuck. Maybe I should do 37 so that we don't get our Pokemon leveled up from 38 to 39 on the regular trainers. Maybe. I'm not sure. Either way. Always remember to save your game, because if you were to lose that data, it would be a shame. And we're going to go ahead and get the frick out of here, and we will see you guys in the next episode.